Ever tried to guess how many people are on a street? Or just quickly round a number in your head? Or added an inexact, estimated amount of an ingredient? Or viewed a weather forecast? Or done a quick measurement with a ruler? You've been doing math without even realizing it. Today, we're diving into two super useful skills: estimation and approximation. Estimate versus approximate. What's the difference? Let's start with estimation. Think of it as making an educated guess. It's when you try to figure out a value that's close to the actual answer without needing to be perfectly precise. You often use estimation when you don't have time for exact calculations or when an exact number isn't even necessary, like trying to estimate how many people are walking down a busy street. You're not going to count every single person, right? You just get a general idea. We estimate all the time. Shopping. I have $50. If each item is about $7, can I buy 7 items? You're not doing exact math for every single item. Time management. I need about 20 minutes to finish this homework before dinner. Distance. The park is probably about a kilometer from here. The key with estimation is that we're often okay with a range, not a single perfect number. We just need to be in the ballpark. Now, let's talk about approximation. While similar to estimation, approximation is usually more deliberate and often involves a specific mathematical process like rounding. When you round a number like 14.987 to 15, you're approximating. You're simplifying a complex number to one that's easier to work with, but still very close to the original. You're intentionally choosing a simpler value that's good enough for the situation. We approximate when working with pi. You can't write out pi forever, so we approximate it as 3.14 or 22/7 for most calculations. Reporting data. Companies often round large sales figures to the nearest million or thousand to make them easier to understand. We made approximately $1.2 million this quarter. Everyday measurements. A recipe might call for approximately 1 cup of flour. You don't need to meticulously level it off to the last speck. Approximation often has a defined level of precision. Round to the nearest whole number, or round to 2 decimal places. So, what's the big takeaway? Estimation is more about making a rough, educated guess, often quickly, without precise tools or rules. Think about around, roughly. Approximation is more deliberate. It's about simplifying a precise number, often using specific rounding rules to make it easier to use or understand. Think to the nearest and round it to. Both are incredibly valuable. They help us make quick decisions, they simplify complex problems, and they allow us to communicate numbers more effectively. Mini challenge. Is this an estimation or an approximation? Scenario 1. A group of friends are planning for a pizza night. We need about 3 pizzas for everyone. They decide. Is this an estimation or an approximation? An estimation. Scenario 2. A boy's calculator screen shows 9.99999. That's about 10, he says. Is this an estimation or an approximation? An approximation. Scenario 3. A woman at a concert observes the crowd. Wow! There must be thousands of people here. She exclaims. Is this an estimation or an approximation? An estimation.
Estimate and approximate, estimate and approximate, estimate and approximate, estimate and approximate.
So next time you're figuring out how many cookies to bake or rounding a number in science class, you'll know exactly what you're doing. Estimation and approximation are powerful tools that make math and life a whole lot easier. Keep practicing these skills. You use them every day.